studied about the speed with direction, that is nothing but the velocity, and the problems relating to velocity and average speed and then average velocity. So today we will start with the rate of change of velocity, that is nothing but the acceleration. So this acceleration is related to a non-uniform motion of the object. When the object is moving in a uniform velocity, there is no change in the time interval, it remains the same. When there is a change in time interval, then we have a acceleration. That is nothing but the rate of change of velocity, or the velocity is changes with respect to a time interval, that is called as a acceleration, which is represented as a and change in velocity with respect to time interval, that we call it as a acceleration. It is occurred in case of a non-uniform motion of the objects or non-uniform velocity of the object. Okay, acceleration is change in velocity divided by time interval. If the object moving with the initial velocity u and it is moving with the final velocity v, then we have the acceleration a equals to v minus u divided by t. Here v and u represents the initial velocity and the final velocity. Okay, u equals to initial velocity and v is a final velocity and t is a time interval. So v, u and t are the terms of the accelerations. Here u is the initial velocity, v is final velocity and t is the time interval. This is the formula for the acceleration. A equals to v minus u divided by t. And remember, average velocity is equals to u plus v divided by 2. That is 2 distance divided by 2. That is average velocity of the objects. That is nothing but the average velocity. And here acceleration is v minus u divided by t. Okay, the acceleration unit is meter per second square, because the SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Here acceleration is change of velocity, that is which is changes with respect to time. So we can write a equals to meter per second square. So the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So we are going to solve some problems regarding the acceleration. We have learned about the acceleration and the problem is here. Starting from a stationary position, Rahul pedals his bicycle to attain a velocity of 6 meter per second in 30 seconds. Then he applies some brakes. The velocity becomes 4 meter per second in 5 seconds. Calculate the acceleration in both cases. Here they mention both cases because at the starting the cycle is in a stationary position. So the initial velocity in first case is 0, and when he starts to pedal his bicycle, it attains a velocity 6 meter per second. That is the final velocity in the first case, and the time interval is 30 seconds. So here we have to apply initial velocity u 0, final velocity 6 meter per second, and the time interval is 30. That is 6 minus 0 divided by 30 seconds. 0.2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration in case of a first case. That is initial velocity is 0, final velocity is 6 meter per second, and the time interval is 30 seconds. So acceleration becomes 0.2 meter per second square. Okay, we have got the acceleration in first case is 0.2 meter per second square. In second case, we have to take on the 6 meter meter per second square. Okay. Here the acceleration is 0.4 meter per second square. In first case the acceleration is 0.2 meter per second square. Here the acceleration is positive and here it is a negative. In this case, first case, what happens? The acceleration is moving with respect to the same direction as that of the velocity. Means the velocity is same as that of the direction. But in the second case, what happens? The acceleration is opposite to that of the velocity. So here we get the negative direction. Here in first case we got a positive direction. We have studied the acceleration and the problems regarding the acceleration. The next concept is a graphical representation of a motion. Why this graphical representation is helpful? From this we can easily calculate the motion of the object. That is, we can calculate the distance, velocity and the time using this graphical method. In this one we will going to study about the distance time graph and the velocity time graph. Okay, the first one is a distance time graph. Here in this distance time graph we are considering the distance in a y-axis. We are considering the distance in y-axis and the time interval in a x-axis. So in this first case, what happens? The distance of the object or the motion of the object is moving with the uniform speed. Here, in this case, the object is moving with the uniform speed. Hence, it shows a linear graph. This is nothing but a linear graph. It is helpful to calculate the distance and the time interval. Okay, in this distance time graph, we will going to calculate the distance between A to B. So, if we want to calculate the distance of A to B, we have to draw parallel lines to x-axis and y-axis. So, firstly draw one parallel line from this point A parallel to x-axis, that is this one, and draw another line from point B to y-axis, that is this one. So they can make a triangle A, B, C. Triangle A, B, C. Okay. Here we draw one parallel line to y-axis and one parallel line to x-axis. So we will get a triangle A, B, C. So from this they meet at the time interval T1 and T2 and the distance is S1 and S2. So from uniform speed of the distance travelled we have V equals to S divided by T. This is the formula for the distance. So in this case we will apply S equals to what we have S1 and S2. Okay. Here the two distances S1 and S2 are travelled by the points A and B with respect to time interval T1 and T2. So the distance will be S2 minus S1 and the time interval will be T2 minus T1. So the distance between the two objects, distance between the objects A and B will be V equals to S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. This is the distance time graph we are going to calculate. So we get distance V equals to S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. This is the distance we are calculated. This is for uniform speed of the object. Okay. In this one, what happens? The object is in a uniform speed, which is moving in a linear path, which shows a linear path of the object. So in the next one is a non-uniform speed. problems regarding the acceleration and the graphical